Hello, how's everybody doing? This is the ex-Jehovah Witness, ex-Jehovah Witness YouTube. I haven't did an ex-Jehovah Witness YouTube. I haven't done an ex-Jehovah Witness YouTube in a long time. I mean, because I've been doing the music and everything, and there's so many videos that I have to do, and I kept trying to do this one because it's very important. But whenever I don't do, when I keep one inside or whatever, keep working on it, it gets better. And this one, the reason why it took so long because I couldn't find like points. I always remember what everybody told me, because when I used to listen to all the comments, that was my learning stage. And I know that it's great and it's good to have like I usually tell like what's going to happen in the video, and sometimes I don't, because sometimes I just want a conversation with everybody, and that one is fine and dandy. I guess I can say, because because I know that a lot of people know me, the ones that watch the videos. I really make the videos for my subscribers. And because my subscribers, like I said, they research and everything, and they look and they know exactly what they want to do. They just don't come to my station just on a whim, okay? Because I can see. I know they check everything and all this other stuff. And so that's what I do for my subscribers. So I take that benefit and I say, well, instead of me just trying to get, get 100 people more, I don't do that. What I do is I say, well, they listen to my videos and they look all around for everything, and that's what I want to do for them, because I want to, do videos for them, because they spent their time looking at my videos and spent their time seeing if this is the channel that they want to be subscribed. So that's why I take the time also, and that's why I am able to give videos sometimes that doesn't have that much structure, because me pretty much better than the people who you would just flash through, looking at different kind of YouTube, because I do it all the time. One thing I do all the time is I keep on looking at YouTube videos all around. I can't tell you how many ex-Jehovah Witness videos I see. Okay, so anyway, I'm here, and I'm just telling you a little bit about myself, because I haven't spoken too much, and some people like to know exactly, like what's going on now, So I don't tell everything about myself, but I like to tell like what's in my head and what's going around, what's coming up in the next few days. But I also had some problems. One of my problems I had. Oh, I'm going to tell you what this video is going to be. It's going to be, before I tell you some personal things. It's going to be on who really does the witnessing. Okay, I got it in 3 parts. Who's the witness? Who's witnessing for God? And the first one is, what is a witness? And the second one, the second points that I want to cover is, do Jehovah Witnesses actually witness? And then I want to stress this in the third one, is that if you do something and you say, this is how God is, okay? He let me research him so I can say certain things. I know. This is how he is. He goes like, okay, these people think that they're my witnesses. I'm gonna show them what my witnesses are, okay? And then so that's what he does. And what I'm gonna say for the last part is that, who's really the witnesses? I did more witnessing since I was an ex-Jehovah Witness than I ever did the whole time I was in the Jehovah Witness. You know what I mean? So anyway, now that's what I'm going to talk on. Who's actually being a Jehovah Witness. But I got to tell you some things, okay? Because this also affected some of my videos. I got this thing in the mail, and it was like, well, we can save you on electricity, okay? And everybody says it's not a scam because I checked it out, the gas company and everything. It was just my stupidity. And it said that if you do this company, because you can have every company, because you have the major company that writes the bill, but you can get your gas from certain places, okay, anywhere. But the reason why I did it, because they said they were going to give me a $200, Visa card or check or something like that. Why in the world? Of course, I already know. I know everybody's going to say that's stupid. But anyway, I did it because it seemed like it was all right. I mean, there was a lot of, I don't know if they say red flags or black flags. First of all, when I was calling the company, they weren't too like, the voice when they were talking, it wasn't that clear. I mean, it was almost like it was in some kind of little office or something, you know what I mean? I think they spend more money on their cards, sending them to different apartments and stuff. So anyway, I signed up with them basically because I wanted the $200 Visa card. I mean, it just sounded good. But then when I was doing it, I was thinking like, nobody's going to give me $200. I mean, it has to be that they're going to, there's no way in the world, you know what I mean? It's just no way in the world they're just going to give me $200. I'm just trying to figure out, after I signed with them, I was just trying to figure out, like, how in the world are they going to give me $200? Every so often I would think that way. But anyway, the first bill was all right. And all of a sudden, I was getting kind of lax with the electricity. I don't know why, because I have to do YouTubes. And not just that, but I was keeping on because I was doing a lot of different programs. I was doing a typing program. And for some odd reason, I didn't think that, because I did it before, and I kept the my laptop on. Not on because I always read that they have like this system that it goes into that doesn't take up that much electricity. Not just that, but I used to live with somebody who never really talked about electricity, and I used to keep my laptop, just plugged in, and it draws very, very little, but I kept it on, okay? Little did I know, this company is not like that, They make sure they check everything, it costs everything. It's just a different company. So anyway, I was getting relaxed. I was doing my videos. I bought a light for my videos because the shadow, just to make a little bit better shadow. So I was doing that, but I wasn't like being too, cautious. And I'm going to make this short because I do have to do this video. And so I left a lot of lights on, you know what I mean? I like to leave a light on when I come back home, a little light, very low. And so I was just doing like that, But anyway, I got their bill. I think it was like the fourth bill, and it was skyrocket. It was just skyrocket. So much till I said to myself, I even almost forgot that I had to pay rent, that it was so high. What I'm saying is that it was such a big deal that it made me just think about the electric bill, and that was it. It was just like the electric bill, and it was coming and the thing about it is it comes like the first part of the next month, and the only thing I was thinking about is paying for this electric bill. And I paid for the electric bill, and then I was paying for the electric bill, and at the end of the month I was like, wait, I had to pay rent. It really messed me up. So anyway, I had money for rent, so I didn't have to worry about that. But what I'm saying is that it just made me just think about electricity when I had other things to think about too. And so anyway, and I usually get a bank check for the rent, but I didn't have chance because I was thinking so much about the electricity. And when I was paying for the electricity, I go, wait, I got to pay for the rent first. So then I just wrote a regular check for that. And I said to myself, that is really stupid. Just like all this for electricity. So anyway, everything worked out, and I paid it. But I said to myself, "There's no way in the world that I'm going to deal with this again." So I just bought like these little lanterns. I was serious because I said I have to make up for this electricity. So I bought one of these. Comes on. I think I used all electricity on this one, all the battery on this one. But then I got a real nice one over there on the refrigerator. I think you can see it. It's over there. It's on. But that one works very well, and I don't use any lights. And I said to myself, because I have to make the money back from all this electricity I was using, as if I was rich, you know. But anyway, that's the problem. Anyway, I switched it back. I called the company, my other company, and I said to myself, I said, I want to switch back. These people are crazy. Forget about that $200. So anyway, so now I know how to get to $200. They charge the heck out of you. So anyway, that was done, and everything's all right now, but I'm still like cautious about electricity and everything. So that was just something that really happened to me that I really have to get. Anyway, now we're getting into this. Who is the ex-Jehovah? I mean, who is the witnesses? First of all, I'm going to say is the first part I want to say is that when I was a Jehovah Witness and my sisters, and you know how well you know your brothers and sisters. I mean, you know them better than pretty much anybody. Sometimes you know them better than themselves. Like, I know certain people, certain companies probably know me better than I know myself. I mean, you know, certain parts of myself. Like, some people who listen to my videos know certain things about me more than I know about myself, because you're like focusing on everything and on certain things you can't see in yourself, you know. So what I was saying is that I know my brothers and sisters very well, and I know they didn't witness. I know that they did not witness, or they are not witnessing, and they say that you're Jehovah Witnesses. And all my friends and everything I've seen as far as being a Jehovah Witness, I haven't seen any witnessing. First of all, I said I was going to state what a witness is. So let's talk about what a witness is. Okay, there's so many different kind of witnesses. You can witness a crime. You can witness something that happens. Just say something bad like a crime or something. You can witness, let's not say a crime. Let's go on a little bit I don't want to make it too like too rough. Let's say a car accident, okay? I mean, like, if you have a car accident, sometimes you have witnesses. You have witnesses in the car. You have witnesses that can see something that happens, and then they tell you about what they saw, so what happened to them also, you know. And because you were there, you saw what happened. And most of the time it's something like negative, because they're trying to fix something. So that was a witness. That's one part of a witness. I remember one time I was sitting at a bus stop, yeah, and I remember a car, and then another car just came right up and just hit the other car, and I became a witness. And somebody called me at work. I don't know how they got my number. I guess it's the policeman took my number or whatever. Or one of the people took my number, and they go, well, what did you remember? And I go, I remember a car stopping, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, like, boom, this car hit him right in front of me, in front of my eye. And I was a witness. And he needed that information. He got the information, and I was a witness, okay? I wasn't on anybody's side or whatever. It was just something that I witnessed, okay? So people have to think about when they witness something. So that's partly a witness. Then you could say something that happened at work. let's see, something that have I ever been a witness at work? Oh yeah, sometimes at one point in time I was working and there was this person who was working there, very not nice person. And I witnessed his behavior. And someone had asked me what happened to this person. And because I witnessed, it was not bad or good. It was just like I witnessed this person. The person asked me questions about this person and I told them. So that was a witness too. So I was a witness to, it wasn't a crime, it wasn't anything else. It was a witness of how this person was as an employee and how he worked with other people. So that's again another witness. And there's also a witness that's not so, how can I say, oh boy, I know I come up with these words that I don't draw up real quick because I have so many things on my mind. Then there's okay, it's not a direct type of witness, indirect witness. It's like, say I live in this apartment complex. Just say I'm living in this apartment complex, and I lived in that apartment complex for maybe like 3 years, and then I wanted to get another apartment. And when I go to the other apartment, someone asked me, "Well, okay, no, say I want to, no, okay, how can I put this? Say, I don't know how the circumstance, but maybe I'm trying to get another apartment." And I'm talking to somebody, maybe I want to get a loan or whatever. I don't know who it is that talks to me about apartments. And they ask me, how was your apartment? Tell me about it. There, I'm a witness, okay? I lived in this apartment for 3 years, and now I'm telling this person about the negative and the positive things or how, whatever. But anyway, I'm a witness. But anyway, I'm a witness, and I'm witnessing about this apartment, okay? Let me put this out. So anyway, I'm a witness about this apartment for 3 years. And I tell them this, I tell them that, I tell them this, so many things. And it's also when you go on vacation, okay? Something happens, you actually witness your vacation. You tell them about what this happened, what that happened. That's like witnessing also, okay? But, okay, now going to Jehovah Witnesses. They say they're witnesses, but it doesn't make any sense because they don't witness anything at all. They just call themselves witnesses. It doesn't make any sense like everything else. I was a Jehovah's Witness, I can say it. They don't witness anything. If I can talk to my sister to her face and I say, especially now since I came up to the conclusion that that they're doing the bad, it's not me. You know what I mean? I'm not holding a grudge or anything, but they're the ones that's doing the bad. It's not me. So I can go up to them and actually say in a nice way, I wouldn't say it because they just wouldn't I'm not that mean, but I could say in a nice way, Lynette, you don't witness anything. I know you don't. You haven't witnessed in your whole life. They don't witness at all. At least I could tell them the truth. Everybody in my family, they don't witness anything. And they say they witness about God's kingdom, but that's not true either. Because the only thing they talk about is the new system. And they just say the new system, and they don't know anything about the new system. I know more about a new system because I pray to God, and I know God and everything. He's told me more information than the governing body ever would know. And I'm just a regular person, and I know more about what God's going to do, and me along with a lot of other Christians, more so than the whole governing body, okay? So they can't even say they witness about what God wants or what God is going to do, because the only thing they say is the new system. It's nothing They don't say anything witnessing at all. There's no witnessing going on. At all. Every one of my brothers and sisters, every one of my friends I grew up with, they never were a witness. They can't say they witness now and they didn't witness before. I mean, if they didn't witness before, they can't witness now. You know? And a lot of things they say were false and it didn't come true and they changed it. That's not witnessing, okay? That's lying. Not, I guess it would be lying. I know it's lying. Because we already went over those points. Okay, you can say lying or they're being deceived. Even someone who is being deceived is lying. They just don't know they're lying. So that's something else I learned just now. I mean, someone who is being deceived is lying. It's just like lying and not knowing that they're lying. Okay, so who's the witnesses? And I was saying, this is the other part, is that I have witnessed more than anybody else, than I ever have witnessed since I was a Jehovah Witness. I mean, as an ex-Jehovah Witness, I witnessed so much. It's all on these YouTubes. All these ex-Jehovah Witnesses are witnessing. What are they witnessing? A whole bunch of things. It's not like not like the Jehovah Witnesses who say they're witnessing, because what are they going to witness about? Are they going to witness about the false religion that they lie and say that everybody's a false religion that they don't even know because they don't talk to anybody, okay? They don't believe in talking to anybody, okay? So what I'm trying to say is, what can they investigate? What can they witness? And who would listen to them? How are you going to witness to people who you say, I mean, how am I going to witness to people who I say are bad, who I say are not going to make it into a new system or into God's favor? So how am I going to witness to them, you know? So anyway, I'm sorry. So anyway, so I want to come up to the point saying that I witnessed more on my YouTube channel than I ever witnessed as a Jehovah Witness. So as an ex-Jehovah Witness, I can say I actually witnessed. What do I witness? I witness about a false religion. They say they're false religion. They say that everybody's false religion, but I witnessed that they're false religion, okay? So if they can witness that everybody's false religion, I can say that their false religion, I actually lived through it, okay? So I lived firsthand through seeing a false religion, seeing people who are deceived about the Bible, so they lie about the Bible. I witnessed about people who say that they're witnesses of God, but they're not witnesses of God because they don't even know Him. So I witnessed about that. I witnessed about the whole structure of the Jehovah Witness that I lived through, and shown that it's not proper, that spiritually proper, the things that they do. So those are the things that I witnessed, and I can actually say that the ex-Jehovah Witnesses witness more. I mean, we're not saying we're ex-Jehovah witnesses, no, but I'm just saying that we actually witness about false religion more than they do, because we lived through the false religion. We lived through the very bad things that they have done, that they do and that they have done. It's very obscure and it's hard to explain, but we lived through them. So I can, and we witness about them. We tell about the stories about the life that we had as Jehovah Witnesses. So that to me is witnessing, as the explanation of a witness. As a Jehovah Witness, you're witnessing, but you're not, I mean, you witness things, but you don't know what you're witnessing because you don't know the truth. I mean, you don't even know the truth. That's pretty sad. That's another thing. What I'm saying is you have somebody speaking for you, so you're kind of like blinded. So it's impossible for you to actually, because you don't have your own mind, then you can't witness. I mean, you're actually witnessing things, but you don't witness about them, and you're witnessing and experiencing false religion, but you're accepting it, so you're not witnessing about it. So that's the one I wanted to say. The ones now that we have as far as the YouTubes, they're very, very intense. And they're points that I never even realized that I would even understand when I first started to YouTube. So, as I said, I'm going to go over the 3 points I have. What is a witness? A witness witnesses something, especially a witness of God. Then you witness about spiritual things that happen that are against God, and you want to tell other people about it. And those are what witnesses do. I'm not talking about Jehovah Witnesses, I'm talking about witnesses in general. Then I said the Jehovah Witness, they don't witness. They don't witness at all. I would have to tell the truth. It's nothing. I didn't witness when I was Jehovah Witness. And now I was talking about the ex-Jehovah. I've seen them witness about everything. They're not calling themselves witnesses, but they actually witness, okay? So the main point I wanted to make was, it's funny how God does things, because these people are saying that they're Jehovah Witnesses, and they think they're God's witness, not Jehovah Witness. We already went over that. But they're supposedly witnessing about God when they're not. So I'm saying that God is like, okay, I'm going to show you what a witness is. And he made it out of the Jehovah Witness. The ex-Jehovah Witnesses actually do the witnessing. Not just the ex-Jehovah Witnesses, but all the people who see what false religion is. What false religion is, they are witnessing. It's not just the ex-Jehovah Witnesses, yes. It's pretty much everybody who witnesses about the ex-Jehovah Witness, or witnesses about the other religions that say that they're the ones, okay? And the first thing I want to say is a false religion. As soon as somebody says they're the one, or they have a special race or something, it's impossible, because that's how we are sheep. Because God, from Abraham, he did his flock from generation to generation, and there is no way in the world that any human can do it, because they're dying. We die all the time, every generation. So there's no way in the world that you could tell, especially about people, because they do what they want, especially poor people or common people. And Abraham's family are pretty much common all the time. They weren't like I can say Egyptians and stuff that kept track of their people. But not just that, but even the Egyptians during Egyptian times, I mean, I'm sure they have relationships with the Hebrews, and the Hebrews have relationships with them. A lot of Egyptians believed in the Hebrew God, and I'm sure that they went over to be with the Hebrews. The Hebrews the same way. Some of the Hebrews, some of them probably were greedy, and some of them wanted to live. I'm not saying greedy, or maybe some of them, I know there's bad ones, but I know some of them fell in love with the Egyptians. I'm not saying that was bad, so I don't want to say that. And they became part Egyptian, because there were no pure blood. There were no royal blood, or however they do when they say, I can only do this with this person. That's the last thing that any of the Hebrews did. I mean, in order to have a race, you have to mix it with other people, or else the race goes away. So, as far as any special people, the Jehovah Witnesses say, or any special, it doesn't happen. It's not going to happen. You're not going to be able to tell, because you're not God. You know what I mean? And people do whatever they want. The people who are in any kind of race or any kind of religion, you can't hold them back from doing whatever they want. As far as as far as Hebrews or people that came from Abraham is concerned. However, I know there's other groups in even in the world today that are strictly their type of people. I mean, like they became, and you can tell that they don't mix so much with other people. Like for instance, you have Asians, okay, certain Asian countries. I mean, you can pretty much tell that all these people look the same. I mean, they don't look the same when they're to themselves, but they all have these physical qualities. Same thing with people from India. You could tell when somebody comes to America and they're from India, you could pretty much tell these people are from India. When people from different Asian countries, especially if you know Asian countries, you could tell, oh, this person is from this country or this person is from this country, okay? But as far as the people that came from Abraham, they're all mixed up. You can't tell. You can't tell which one is or which one isn't, because why? Because that's the way God wanted it. He didn't tell them that they had to be this or they had to be that or they had to be that. There's no look. There's no white or black as far as as far as the people that God chose through Abraham. So that's all I want to say is I don't know how we got on the last part, but I wanted to, I know it's some kind of way that I got to where I was talking about all the different kinds of people, and the only thing I wanted to state is that there's no special people. And the last point, like I said, I made was the fact that who are the witnesses? I mean, the witnesses, God made his own witnesses. And I went off on a tangent a little bit. I mean, I can figure out why I made the point as far as I got into more than what I was going for at the end. But those are the 3 points. And I hope you enjoyed this YouTube. And I look forward to my next YouTube. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. This one is the ex-Jehovah Witnesses, about the witnesses, who are the witnesses and who actually witness for God and what they witness. Thank you. Bye.